G'day and welcome to the MacPack.
We're back.
My name's Jake McKenna, and to my left this week in Order the Man on the panel, who's, I don't know, a bit of a school canteen fiend.
Yes, I'm going to solve the school canteen crisis.
And to my right, coming into 6-1, as he does each and every week, it's the baby brother of the pack, who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you?
Got into running recently, lads.
Oh.
Strava story from me this week.
And he was
running.
I was running. Good. What is that?
I've been listening to all these, I'll get into the run sheet a bit, but I have been listening to a lot of English people speak lately.
Yeah.
Robbie Williams in particular.
Oh, yeah.
Really pronounces the hard G. Like running. They always say singing. I've never heard someone say singing until I heard. Anyway, we've got a big shot in the cards. We'll get to that in a bit. Boys, let's get into it. Boys.
Brother Mingo.
How are we all? Are we all well?
I'm going well. Bit of Robbie Williams chat off the top. Very nice.
Yeah, I listened to Robbie and he was saying singing. And then who else was I listening to? It was actually Tim Blackwell was interviewing someone from the UK.
Okay.
And they were also just doing just G's. Like, you're not meant to hear the G in the middle of the word.
Good.
I can't remember what the other word was, but he did it in one sentence. He used like 3 different versions of a word with a G. I think it was singing and ringing. And I was like, what is happening? What is
normal.
So when they do do singing? Like they do it singing?
No. And it's like,
Only the second
yeah.
one.
Robbie loves saying he's a singer. I'm just such a good singer. And you're like, just not a good speaker.
It's
Rubbish.
odd, hey? English people. Oh, what is up with them?
English people.
We love them.
Yeah, sort out the language. Yeah,
Well, I don't often hear it. It's not like everyone that's from England does it, but I've just noticed this week in particular, there's some hard G's getting around, and I don't know if that's necessarily.
We've had enough. Cut them out.
That's necessarily
Stop the hard G.
Yeah. Cut it out. All right, boys.
Back to our favorite ever. Back to our favorite ever topic: school canteens.
That's right. School canteens are in crisis.
We talked about them a couple of weeks.
We talk about them every couple of weeks.
Yeah. This is why I brought it up, because this came across my desk and I was like, school canteens. We just talked about it.
Yep.
And now I've heard that school canteens are in crisis.
What do you mean crisis?
They're fucked.
What
They
happened?
could be a dying industry.
Really? What's happening?
Yeah. A lot of things. A lot of things are going wrong.
Is this cost of living back at it again?
Sort of, yeah. Tangentially.
Everything leads back to
Tangentially.
macronomics.
Of course, it's got to be about macronomics. So, the big issue is...
The big issue, the magazine
big issue.
that the guy sells outside
Are you
of
trying to
Nick's
sell
place.
me a magazine?
One big issue.
What is the big issue magazine?
Good
And why
question.
why did we never buy one? Why did we always wave to the guy trying to sell them?
No, we've bought the big issue before.
I bought the big issue.
The big issue.
Yeah.
Maybe
big
you haven't
issue.
bought one.
I'm yet to find out what it is.
Check,
to buy one and never
check
read
your
it.
privilege. No, the big issue is a fantastic
Yeah, it's
idea.
a charity thing.
Oh, cool.
It looks after people who probably
What's in the magazine?
trying times.
Local stuff, right?
Yeah, it's like local news.
Can we get in there?
Probably.
MacPack doesn't know what the big issue is.
If you're not careful, we'll definitely be mentioned.
Yeah. Haters of the big
We
issue.
love the big issue.
We do.
We do.
Now that you know what it is,
100%.
he's on board.
They talk about issues.
The big issues, yeah.
Big and small. But they don't advertise the
So is there
small
one
ones.
issue per week that they tackle?
Not weak, I don't think.
Yeah.
That would be a big issue.
Well, yeah, a big
Print
issue
costs-
can't be tackled in a
Print
week.
costs are the big issue.
Yeah, big issue. Hard
Big
to
issue.
get
No
stories.
one's buying these things.
I think it must be like a monthly thing.
I think it's a monthly catalog. We'll do a
I
bit
used
of
to see the
research.
guys sell them in the city, and
You ever buy one? Your dog?
I definitely have bought one,
I've bought a
but
big
not
issue.
in the city. I don't think. I think I bought them in Freo.
Yeah, there's often free people in Freo.
Ooh. Yeah, sweet. Anyway, back to macronomics and
Yeah.
canteens.
Yeah.
The main issue has got to be the volunteer shortages.
Oh,
There aren't enough lunch people.
okay.
At the schools,
Well,
assisting with the preparation and whatnot.
No, there's not. And
It's usually parents, isn't it?
usually parents, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb here. But when we were in school, it was the lunch ladies.
Okay,
They were the people who were there.
Very, very rarely would you see a lad stroll in.
A lunch man, yeah. And I think that's part of this whole macroeconomics thing is nowadays a family needs to have 2 breadwinners.
Yeah.
It's not enough for one person to be winning bread.
Well, so you're saying that
2 people need to be competing and winning bread.
Yeah, so everyone's like out working now, so there's not enough time for volunteers.
Yeah.
There's not many stay-at-home parents these
Exactly.
days.
Yeah, exactly. There's and let me just say, if there is a family where one of the parents doesn't need to work,
Must be very nice.
their kids, I'm sure their school's doing just fine. They probably have a Michelin star chef
Yeah.
cooking up the
2 for
whatever.
5 veg
Yeah.
for 'em. Chicken chilies. too.
Exactly.
So
that's
you're putting
one
your hand up? Is
issue.
this what you're doing? You're going to put your hand up and you're going to head down and do a bit of volunteer work across the schools of WA?
So I have.
You're going to do that and Riley's going to start saying big issues. That's what I'm hearing.
I
from this.
have some. Usually we just do banter here, but I'm bringing some solutions to the table.
Here we go. Wait,
There
is
is
that the
a s-
only issue?
There's more issues. This is the first issue.
Okay, first of many.
This is my suggestion to solve the volunteer shortage issue, right?
Okay, nice. Yep.
Nowadays, most people work in office jobs where they.
Sweeping statements, yeah.
Well,
Continue.
a lot of people work in office jobs where majority of their day is like sitting around, sending emails, having meetings, having chit chat by the
It's
water.
describing your job. That's what you're doing.
Coffee
coffee catch-ups, team building days, like all this crap, right?
Waste of
Literally
time.
your last week.
Yeah.
Waste
Yeah.
of time.
Yeah. No, I had last week off. I was on carers leave, actually. It's a lot of stuff like this, which you could probably condense a 5-day week,
Yeah.
condense it down to a 4-day week.
Nice.
Oh.
And then on that Friday,
Everyone's
right,
at a school.
everyone's doing other jobs that are actually, help society.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, and this is an idea I had not just on the school canteens.
Yep.
So housing construction is a big issue, right? What if 1 day a week,
Yeah.
everyone,
You
we
put
all
your
just
bloody hat on.
lay some bricks,
Buck up, put your boots
Yeah.
on, and get out there.
and it's like, obviously there should be builders on site,
Yeah.
telling people what to do,
Liaising.
but liaising.
So do you reckon Wednesday, like hump day, and then might as well hump a few bricks around
Yeah,
the town as well?
and this is a 2-pronged thing because one,
Wouldn't need a gym membership
wouldn't need a gym membership.
because you're
Also,
humping bricks.
a lot of people hate their jobs. But if you're out there doing a job that's pretty full on 1 day a week,
And you're not getting paid
when
to be
you're at
there.
the water
Are
cooler,
you getting paid to be at the bricklaying job?
it would be roped into your usual salary.
Okay.
For sure.
but then,
But then
You'd be the highest paid bricklayer in WA.
well, it's like jury duty, but for bricklaying, essentially. But also plumbing
I like that.
and other
Oh,
housing
so
stuff.
trade jury.
It's almost like in prison, how you're in prison and then you just have a job.
Yeah.
And it's just you're on laundry, you're on
Pickaxe.
cooking, you're on.
What about for those who already have the apprenticeship? So someone who is already a bricklayer.
So they're.
Where do they head off? They head into your corporate job on a Wednesday and pretend they know
Well,
about
they
like tax.
they
and shit.
become more of the supervisor role. They're the experts on the field, and we become apprentice for a day.
Yeah, apprentice
week.
for a day.
Yeah.
How long would you do? Would your 4-year apprenticeship go if you only did 1 day a week for
I'd be
In
about
40 years.
about 20 years. Yeah,
worth every day?
but I just think like there's a lot of people in. See, if you look at like a giant building, like the BHP building, right?
Okay. Yeah.
It's like 46 floors. There'd be 200 people on every floor.
Yeah.
1 day a week, those guys are out there building a house.
Yeah.
They're gonna finish a few.
And then they can buy the house and use it as an investment.
Yeah,
property.
exactly. And then we rinse and repeat, people. Rinse and repeat.
That's cool. I like that idea.
I think it's a great idea.
I don't love it.
I actually like if the world keeps going down that
Yeah.
direction, like it would actually that will have to happen. If we keep having like a trade shortage,
And even you
there will
think
have
about
to be some sort of solution.
so you think about how AI.
At no point are we getting accountants to build houses.
Well, see, if AI is making the accountant's job so much easier, the accountants need a harder job.
Exactly.
Get them out there working.
You are an
You
accountant.
know.
Can you
Trickle
volunteer to be the lunch lady instead? Like,
Well, that will be one of the jobs which we need to do. Obviously,
okay.
bring it back to the issue at hand, the big issue. The other thing is rising costs for the school canteen.
Okay. What
The
else?
second issue.
Yeah. So the prices of the hash browns are going up.
Yeah, actually, they don't sell hash browns anymore.
School canteens
Or
don't.
maybe they do, not sure. But when we were
Yeah,
in
don't let
school,
the facts get in the way now. We've been talking for 9 minutes.
when we were in school,
Yep.
it was laissez faire, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
You could just have whatever.
Yeah.
I'd go to the canteen,
Get 6
Within
nuggets,
reason.
2
get a
hash
chocolate
browns.
muffin,
Yeah.
licorice, and a pack of smokes, and I was on my way. But now they have all this health shit. They brought in the red, amber, which is orange, green system.
Really?
Red is unhealthy food.
What?
Amber is sometimes food,
Yeah.
and green is good to go.
What? And you can only like pick one of each.
I think a lot of schools just don't have any of the bad shit anymore.
Yeah,
I don't think you can
they
buy
got
licorice
out the
from a
bad
school
stuff.
anymore.
You can't buy like a hash brown.
Maybe a hash brown it probably falls in the amber zone. It's because it's potato, technically a vegetable, technically a starch. We need starch in our diet for
Especially if
sure.
we're going to be laying bricks.
yeah,
We
exactly.
need it.
Yeah, so and that's another because healthy food, like fresh veggies and stuff like that,
Yeah.
fresh fruit, they go off.
Yeah.
And you know you got to cut all that up, and like licorice, it comes ready to go. You know,
And the demand's not there. You're saying people aren't taking the fruit.
I think it's expensive, and it's a lot more work to have it and maintain it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, kids, they're running around all the time.
Yeah.
They can handle a few extra calories,
Yeah.
especially if they're going to be laying brick on Friday.
All right, boys, exciting weekend on the cards this week for everyone living in Australia. We've got a few listeners who aren't in Australia, so heavily encourage you to dial it in.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get it online.
Come this Saturday, Triple J are doing their hottest 100 Australian songs.
That's right.
That's
Just
right.
Aussie bangers.
Every year they do the best songs of the year, but this is best songs in Australia of all time.
All time, yes. I love it because, you know, especially as a younger person, you want to know how those old songs go up against the young guns.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
That's a good shout.
Because like they've got like the new bangers where like artists, for example, like Kid Leroy Stay, like placed quite high a couple of years ago. I don't know if it won. I think it did win actually, but like surely that's not getting top 10 in the best of all time.
Best of all time, yeah. All time, it just opens up.
Yeah.
You know, you've got your AC/DCs, you're in excess.
Puts you in your element of where you actually sit. In
That's
a
the thing. It's opened
scene.
up the demographics to everybody under the sun, everybody who's living in Australia who's going, nah, I love that Australian tune. So it all takes place on Saturday.
Yes, on Saturday.
Very exciting.
Usually it's the day by the pool, but this week it'll be a day by the heater.
Day by the fire. Crack the cocoa.
Day off. The plan this, I don't know if they would have done a little bit of strategic planning around this. This is Derby Day as well in WA. So
Wow,
a little bit of Derby stuff taking place.
For sure.
the derby.
And they actually, now that I think about it, it's not a Western Australian competition. They probably wouldn't have any idea that there's footy on.
It's just
Over
good for
here.
us.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably, 3 other games as well. They didn't
Yeah.
plan around those ones.
Yeah, actually, there's a good game coming up. Brisbane Lions versus Gold Coast in the morning.
Should we do the countdown on a different day? The Derby's on.
Let's do it.
So what I thought would be fun to do today is to put in our predictions/votes for maybe our top 3 of what we think is going to... Maybe let's go what we hope is going to get up and then what we think is going to win. All right, so we'll do our top 3 of what we are hoping for.
Yep.
And then our more analytical, what do we actually think is going to get up?
Okay.
All right, Riley, kick us off.
Sheesh. Alrighty. I'm hoping that Bernard Fanning's Wish You Well will hit the list.
Very nice.
Quite high as well. Obviously, it's just a fucking tune. Like, never heard it and not...
And it won in the year...
Loved it.
What year did it win?
2002, I think.
So it actually has already won the competition in its
And
respective year.
I do think that people, obviously going through the like voting, you would be looking back at, okay, what did well each year
Yeah.
to sort of jog your memory.
Yeah.
So I think an Australian winner would be high in people's minds.
For sure. Cold Chisel's K-San.
Massive.
Another tune. Just goes off. It's a karaoke song. Throw it on and everyone chants it. And the song that I hope will win, am I going to lock this in now? My one that I think will win? Or do you
Yeah,
want me to just pick
hope
another
will
one
win.
off
The
my
one that
list?
you hope will win.
The Angels. Am I ever going to see your face again?
Big.
Oh.
Big hitters.
Yeah, bro.
That is a good one. That
Yes.
one I think is definitely a chance and one that I would love to see win, but it wasn't in my top 3.
What have you got, Joey?
So
Hit us with
these
your top
aren't
3.
ones that I necessarily think will win. These are personal favourites that
Okay.
if they did win,
They're gonna be rogue.
I'd be up and about.
Yeah.
The first one I've got,
It's an album track from.
my number 3 is Marlon Brando by Alex Cameron.
Okay, yeah, right.
Which
I get what
is-
you're doing.
I don't know what that is.
Nah, you would have heard it.
Yeah, it's a song that I really like. He is an Aussie guy. He doesn't get much of a run in Australia. He's not actually super popular here.
Oh,
He's-
we'll do
he's-
well in the count then.
Yeah.
He's
but,
gonna struggle.
but I wanted to give him a shout
I'm
out.
surprised he was on the list on Triple J's website.
He might not have been. I didn't check. The next one is one I think could win. This is the Avalanches, Since I Left You.
That was on the. That was
That
on
was
the,
on the-
That one I think is a contender
Okay.
to win. And this one is what I think is my all-time favourite Australian song. It's going to be From Little Things, Big Things Grow.
From
Paul
PK.
Kelly.
Rate it.
Yes.
It's a banger, but it's a bit slow.
Oh, it's got a ripping
It's like a
didgeridoo
6.5
solo.
minute track there. Like,
I don't mind it. I think it's
It's a
good.
banger. It's
I
got a
think
great story. It's about some great Aussie history. And Paul Kelly, I think To Her Door might be Paul's shot at the top.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure How to Make Gravy was on the list as well.
Oh, of
Was
course.
indeed. My list comes in as These Days from Powderfinger.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Powderfinger, I had a look before. The market's suggesting that Powderfinger are going to get up with My Happiness.
I don't rate that track that much, I don't reckon. Personally.
My Happiness?
Yeah, like it's good. I just don't ever hear it that much when I'm like at a pub or I hear a cover band play it often.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
you
bit
know,
slow. And These Days as well. Like it is an extraordinarily slow song. It does. I think when you're thinking about doing the voting, you're thinking about when number 1 comes up. You want it to be like bring a bit of energy.
Yeah,
you don't want
right.
it to be like My Happiness has about a 55-second intro before you even really hear what's going on.
Yeah.
So if they win and then that plays out, there'll be a lot of people really like trying to listen out to make sure the station hasn't fallen off their hinge.
Yeah.
Another one here I've got, Joey, you just mentioned him, Paul Kelly with How to Make Gravy.
Ooh.
I just think it's the Australian anthem of December.
Yeah, I think also there was some people at work talking about Australian songs, and there were a few songs that got mentioned where people were like, "Oh, is that Australian? I didn't know that."
Yeah.
Where like How to Make Gravy, it just is, and same with Kessan, like it just is Australian. There's no doubt
Yeah, exactly.
in your mind.
And my number 1, the one that I hope would get up, I don't know if it will, but it is You're the Voice
Oh,
by John.
love that.
Try and understand it.
I just think for multiple reasons. I think it's a fantastic tune, but secondly, imagine if it does get up and everyone's pumping it out. Like it's just the perfect song. It's a perfect winning song.
Yeah.
It's not Gautier, like this little.
Din, din.
Yeah, you can't really celebrate that. But I
Yeah.
think with the John Farnham, you can really belt it out as part of the celebration.
One thing I love about the countdowns, especially if you go to like a party where everyone's listening to the countdown, is there's always one person who has a song that they are confident is going to do well. Potentially, they could be misinformed, and it gets down to the end of the end of the
Oh,
list,
right.
and they're like, "Oh,
He's going to win.
I haven't heard
X.
blank song. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it. Bam, bam, bam. There's only one song left,
I haven't
and they're
heard it.
so sure that it's coming up. But if your song,
And
usually
it's 101.
Usually the yeah, exactly, yeah. It's just nowhere near the chance of getting played. And I love to see their face as not their song comes on.
Yeah, I love it. I love the competition. It's such a cool thing.
So what are you hoping for? Go quickly around the wheel. What do you reckon gets up?
Am I ever going to see your face again?
Yeah, I'm going to go You're the Voice. I reckon
I
if you follow the betting odds, you wouldn't see it that high, but I feel like anything could happen. It's
anything could happen, especially because like I overheard two people at work talking, and they're not.
Look at you. Are these people? Are you allowed to talk to these people? You keep overhearing.
I was
people.
overhearing,
Do
yeah.
they know you're there?
Oh, I'm like under the desk. I don't have a desk at work. I just lurk around. And they're not in the Triple J demographic now.
Yeah.
But when they were in the demographic, like one guy was like, "Yeah, I used to love Triple J. Like, I stopped listening in like 2000." So it's just a completely different ball game for people. But I would be keen if maybe an INXS song took it out.
Never tear us
Yeah.
apart.
There's
I personally like
Beautiful girl.
Beautiful Girl, Don't Change. But then there are a few
Change
bands
Beautiful
where
Girl.
they have too many
songs.
too many good ones.
Yeah,
You need
yeah.
to be
You have
like
one
a-
good song
a
and the rest
one-hit-
be real terrible.
That's it.
yeah,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
hit wonder.
A couple
then
that didn't get any mentions. We got Daddy Cool's Eagle Rock,
Yeah, right.
Yep.
That.
Holy Grail, Hunters and Collectors, Men at Work Down Under, Dale Braithwaite, The Horses, AC/DC, Highway to Hell.
My fear is that they're just a bit too overplayed.
Yeah,
That
people
over the journey, people have gotten sick of them. Do you
And
know what I
if
mean? They
you're
love
not
them.
Not me.
They love them to a point, and then they just.
And I do think if you're posting your list on your Instagram story, you want to look cool, you know? You want to have the edgy choices that people didn't know.
Joe doesn't. No one knows any of Joe's town. Joe's showing staff at Triple J, and they're like, I don't never heard that song in my life.
Showing the band members that we never released that.
Alrighty, Junior Boy, 22.
Yep.
He started running.
I started running.
He was running.
I've been trying to get into running recently after watching Joe
Just dominate
just
the pavement.
dominate the
And then Body Madge last week, just absolutely just mercilessly just dominating.
Riley's planning 101k run.
And I've just been so inspired by fellow runners in the Canning Vale area recently, which just
Sexy runners in your area.
got me on my goat, and I decided I'm gonna start running.
All right.
Whew. Can't go further than 500 without having a little break though.
And you lost-
That's how you start.
500 really. We used that bad at the start as well.
No, it was Jesus. I was
Here we go.
just trying to make you feel good, man.
Yeah, like one lap of a footy oval, and I'm like, need like 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, you got to start.
That's
slow.
really not good.
Yeah, right.
Are you sprinting though? Because I feel
I
like
do it in about 10 seconds.
yeah, because I feel like I talked to some of your mates who are into running, and they run really fast,
Yeah, I know.
really fast, like I would be dead if I ran that fast. So you don't need to start out going that quick.
How quick? What K pace are you doing?
Oh, like 14 to 15 minutes. No,
Yeah.
no, not really. I don't know. Like,
Well, do you count the vomiting or?
yeah. Do we count the big breaks in between?
No,
That's
like when you're running, what I'm trying to say is like how much of it is a 400 meter sprint versus how much of it is like I'm running. Like not many marathon runners run 400 meters at a sprint and then stop for a bit and then run another 400 and then stop for a bit.
I did a 2.3k run in 15 minutes and 30 seconds with a 5-minute break ish.
You timed the 5 minute break or you took that separately? You paused the
No, I
workout?
didn't pause. I just walked.
Oh, okay.
Did a lap of the
So that means you must be running like pretty fast,
And then,
but then you have a big break.
and then you have
So-
lunch and then you go
So
back.
it's kind of slow.
It balances out, yeah.
Yeah.
But I went for a run on Saturday.
But when you are running, you must be going
Too fast.
decent. Like
I went for a run on Saturday, and this is the one I wanted to tell you about, boys. I got this. I've been using Strava.
Strava, yes.
I'm new to the app.
I'm just imagining you run down a street at full tilt and then stop flat and then just walk one street and then sprint again. Like you're trying to be Astro Boy or something.
Yeah, it's called interval training. And then so I've got Strava, which is
Okay.
what everyone uses.
Everyone does.
It's the app, and I'm happy to be on it now. I've even got my LinkedIn photo as my.
It's a Strava photo.
You're connecting as you go.
Yeah, I'm connecting with people.
That's what the 5 minute intervals are for.
Yeah,
For
he's
the-
networking.
Anyway, so I did a couple laps of the oval on the weekend, did 2.5k run or whatever, and then I
So humble.
hopped back in my car, went to the shops, and then got home, watched a movie, and then was about to go to bed, and I noticed the little bubble in the top left of my phone.
You're still
So I
Strava.
forgot to turn Strava off.
Yeah.
Long break. So you thought the break before for 5
Yeah,
minutes
but he
was
was
long.
also going quick when he was going 50,
this is
60 Ks.
Yeah, so I traveled 12. Apparently, I traveled 12.79 Ks.
Nice. Okay.
10 of that was in the car.
Max speed of 65 k's an hour.
Over 5 hours and 7 minutes. So I went for a cheeky 5 hour on Saturday.
What movie featured during your Strava run?
Meet the Robinsons.
Good
Oh.
film. Good
Yeah.
film.
Very
Not
nice.
according to the critics though.
Nah.
And I've only watched the first act. It's not living up to how I remember it.
Are you watching your
waiting
The
for
first act?
Are
That's
you-
some prime goob.
Joe loves Goob. Joe is Goob.
Goo's my favorite at the moment, but I know that there's cool plot shit in the end, which I completely forgot about.
So are you
but
watching the movie the same way as you run? Like you watch
With
a
a
bit and then you
break.
break
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
week and
Watch
then
the-
you
2 times speed, and
Two
then
times,
then I'll put it on pause for a couple of weeks. Then we'll get back to it. Anyway, so
you're
then
reading reviews after each scene? Is that
Or like when the characters go to sleep, you watch
go to
the
sleep.
next day.
you live it. You're living
Yeah.
it. You're living Meet the Robinson.
Yeah,
That's
it'll be
it.
hard when they start traveling through time.
yeah, that's where it gets sticky. Anyway,
You've watched those scenes
years ago.
10 years ago. Yeah.
So I hit my Strava off, and then I got ready for bed, and then climbed into bed, and then I noticed I got a notification on Strava, I got a kudos.
The world's longest run.
Bravo.
And I was like,
No one's ever run
Never
for this
given
long.
up.
and I was like, I didn't know you could like connect with people on Strava.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And like you can message them and like run together and like be friends on Strava. But I've got my first Strava friend and I was like, oh my God, who's just randomly found me on Strava?
It's
None
Goob.
other.
It's Goob.
None other than hot babe herself, Sexy Sophia. We've got a bot on Strava.
Strava bot.
Yeah. And then I was like, who is this? And it was like Sexy Sophia. And I was like, what?
I reckon it's Goob. I
So
still
then
think it's Goob.
I went into
Undercover
her
Wait,
account.
sorry, that's my account.
I went into her account and I was like, oh, she's trying to sell her OF stuff on Strava.
On Strava.
I was like, I can't escape these hot babes.
Babes
You guys
return.
remember hot babes?
Even when you're trying to run from them.
Remember, I can't forget. Can't stop thinking about it.
Hot babes is a common word we use here on the pod, but we haven't talked
Used
about
it in
it.
Not
about
really.
130 episodes.
Exactly right. So let's talk about the first time we talked about hot babes.
Alrighty, so there's obviously heaps of scams that continue to. I reckon the scamming culture is larger now than it's ever been. Just about every second Instagram follower over the last month has just been.
A hot babe.
Yeah, hot babe with it. Only $2 OnlyFans.
Post a story. Oh, sweet. He's got some likes.
Then you have a
And they're
lot-
hot babes.
Every time.
The only reason I have Snapchat on my phone is
hot
because
babes.
obviously the hot babes. And you can't use an app
No,
without hot babe approaching you these
What? That's exactly right. I'm on Strava and I've got a hot babes approaching me.
Is that all from one episode?
Hot babe Hackett. Yeah, that was one break. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to
That's
say.
one train.
It sounded like vastly different topics.
have you ever listened to our podcast?
No.
It often does.
Yeah.
We were talking about Meet the Robinsons about 90 seconds ago.
So the hot babe, and did they message you?
Yeah, she tried. Her account has since been deactivated.
Deactivated.
Something went wrong. Please try again. Poor girl. Like,
Poor girl.
she's just trying to go on a couple runs and sell her business.
Yeah.
She's
Giving
running
me
behind you.
kudos on my 5-hour
Kudos.
jog.
That is funny.
Yeah,
That's-
she's looking at you and going, endurance athlete. Look at him go. This guy,
Yeah.
this guy needs a hot babe.
She really went like, what's the most pathetic run I can find?
Someone down on their confidence.
Yeah. Imagine that. Imagine you've just done your worst time ever. It's taken you 5 hours to run 2Ks. You're absolutely defeated.
Yeah, I know.
Hot
And then you get a hot babe
There you get a hot
giving you a kudos.
Yeah, that's what you
So
need.
she gave you a kudos. What does that mean? She liked
I
your
think
run.
so. I don't know. It might be like Strava terms for like.
Interesting.
But yeah, hot babes are back, dude. I just never expected to see
In
a
Strava.
hot scammer, random chick.
You're a
on
Strava guy. You use Strava. You get many hot babes slide into the kudos.
No, I've never been kudos.
Never.
Nah. I don't really want to add people on Strava though.
He did it.
What about
eh?
me? Would you add me?
I'd add you, yeah.
Oh
'Cause I think I can best you.
Oh,
I
trying to beat my
some
5-hour run, dude.
No, I don't think I could. I got someone in my DMs at the moment on LinkedIn.
Oh, hot babe.
Just an entrepreneur woman
Oh, I get a couple.
who,
Trying to
Sell
her OS.
photos.
I don't know. She wants me. I think she wants me to be on entrepreneur with her.
Oh,
And
nice.
then it's like,
It's romantic.
That's
you know,
cool.
I
Have you
hate
thought about
LinkedIn
doing
because
it?
I go on LinkedIn, I see my messages. You have a little message thing, and it would just be one of those ads.
Yeah.
But this one wasn't an ad; it was a genuine account.
Yeah.
And there's this person. She's like, "Hi, I'm an entrepreneur." So I didn't reply. And then she messaged me again today. She was like, "Oh, you have experience in," and just like
Listed.
what my jobs is.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, like, have you ever thought about being an entrepreneur? Like,
No?
And have
I
you-
don't really know what that is.
Did you tell her? Did you tell her what tax bracket you're in?
yeah. No, I should though. See if she got any tips.
Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our everyday hero. Now, I've got one again here, lads. I think that's now. I think I just said it was about 6 out of the
Yeah,
last.
Joe went on a streak
7.
of doing like 40 in a row or something.
Yeah.
And then Joe's just gone missing.
Once
Joe's
you
gone
see
missing
him,
late.
once you see him, you see him. You know?
Yeah. But once you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Riley, bring one next week.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
brought one a couple weeks
So I did
ago.
body match last week. Then Riley, you did the Nando's guy.
Yeah.
Then I did the AI hero. Can't remember what that was. Then I did the OKC. The crew of OKC, big fans as well on the YouTube. I've had a few people from OKC watch the YouTube
Oh,
clip.
yeah?
They seem to quite enjoy
Like,
that.
Shea, Gildress, Alexandra kind of stuff?
No, more just punters, not actual players, not
Because we've had
multi-million-dollar.
Drew Holiday,
Oh, we have had Drew Holiday. Watch
who
our
now
stuff.
plays for the Trailblazers with Damian Lillard, apparently.
There you go.
I think. No
There
one's
you
really sure.
This week's Everyday Hero is a bit sports themed. Oh. But it is a little bit just my neck of the woods themed
So,
as
Joey, you might
well.
not get this one.
Carry on.
I
it
think
golf?
I would have mentioned this guy maybe in passing to you guys over the journey. There's a dude that works at my local little grocer.
Oh.
Young lad, let's say he's 18. I reckon if you're thereabouts, 18. And he works behind the checkout.
Nice. Check outer.
Yeah, checkout champ. Absolute legend of a guy. And I'm often just in there, just getting a little bit on this day. I think I just went in. It was
I'll just grab all your expired meat.
Yeah.
I literally just grabbed a single bread roll, and I was going to go back and make a little sandwich. I just wanted a fresh bread roll. So I went in there, grabbed a bread roll, and then
And by fresh, you mean
We
almost expired.
made this
it
week.
was like that
on the
day.
discount
Because I went there the day before to get a fresh bread roll, and they were all out. So I knew these were fresh as
good.
fresh.
Nice.
Strolled through, and he was there, and I was wearing a Collingwood hoodie of sorts. One of the many I obviously own. And I've seen this guy a few times over the journey. The last time I saw him was week of the Brownlow, and I was wearing a Pies hoodie or a Pies hat
Week
or
of the
something.
Brownlow.
Yeah.
So
Like
last
a year
year.
ago. Yeah, like quite literally
Wow.
11 months ago. He's worked there a while, okay?
He's not getting many
17.
shifts.
When he was 17.
Yeah.
And we were chatting about Nick Dacos. And he was like, man, do you reckon, I don't know, he was like, do you reckon Nick's going to win the Brownlow? Da, da. Anyway, this time I came
He
through.
was saying that to everyone.
Just happened to. Well, this time I came through, I had the hoodie on, and I just went,
He's
hey,
like, Nick didn't win.
I said, hey, Ledge, how are you? He goes, oh, good, thanks, man.
Who's winning the Brownlow?
He goes, I really like your hoodie, by the way. And I was like, oh, thank you, brother. I said, how do you think we'll go this weekend? And he goes, yeah, nah, we'll smack him, I reckon.
Ooh.
We didn't. So this guy's 0 of 2, unfortunately.
Bet against him.
Ask him who's going to win the countdown.
Triple
Yeah.
J. I'll wear my Triple J merch.
Yeah.
But really nice guy. I just appreciate the extra little bit of candidacy and just having a nice yarn. We just chatted about footy. For like 3 minutes, which I really like.
3 minutes. There's a line building
Yeah.
up.
Well, maybe not 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I don't know. I didn't have a stopwatch on. I wasn't going.
Only one roll. Took him 2 minutes to ring it up.
There was no one behind me. It was Friday
up a
lunch.
chair.
It was Friday lunchtime. So anyway, I work at IGA now. This guy's training me. No, but he's just really nice. I just really appreciate someone. Sort of, it's a compliment, but it leads on to a shared interest. Do you know what I mean? I just think in a world that craves connection.
In a world.
Well, Graves connection.
In a world that craves connection.
One sexy babe.
In a world that craves connection, a man who never knows what's going to happen on that weekend of the AFL calendar. Talk to Jake. Jake loved it.
In a world that craves connection, it's the people and the places that really just assist.
Connecting you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was nice.
I'd agree. When I'm like working my retail job, you could tell the customer appreciates a bit of gusto if you guys want to say.
Well, what a Friday. That day, I hadn't spoken to anyone. I was working from home. Hadn't spoken to anyone all day. He's quite literally the first person I'd spoken to. Been away for like 5 hours. And then he's like, man, I really like Jumper. And then we were like, all right, let's fucking chat about footy.
You're crying of tears of joy.
Oh my God, someone appreciates
This
me.
guy one time when I was working at my retail job, he was like an old lad and he was wearing an East Freo Sharks like vintage hat.
Sick.
And I was like, oh, you're a big Sharks guy? He was like, yeah, I watch every single game. I've been like a member since like day
That's
one.
unreal. That's
And he
really
was like,
cool.
we're doing really well this year. I don't think they end up winning the flag. but yeah, it was just like a cool thing to connect about. He really loved. I could tell he's so passionate about his mighty Sharks.
It'd be so cool to be a diehard waffle fan.
Yeah. Painful, but good.
Yeah.
So shit, this
Inconvenient, but cool.
But no, I just think it's really nice. I try and like to say a nice thing to people if I ever get if I genuinely like a jumper someone's
Yeah.
wearing. Lots of times it's just a little. There's a lot of. Yeah,
Yeah, I like
I
doing
live in a
that
very
as well.
small local area, so it's pretty easy.
You got to
just
find
have
something
a
and
quick
really
chat.
say it. I mean, I'll be like, nice mole. You know, something like that. Or like, yeah.
You do it as you're driving past though. And you stick your head out the window.
And
Go,
then you drive through a puddle.
I
Nice
love
dry
doing
backpack,
that.
Ed.
Yeah.
oh my god! Well, there was actually while we're out, there was this kid actually really close to where I live when I was out the other day.
Careful.
And he was with his nan. And I just had my
Yeah.
headphones in and I was running. And I sort of noticed his nan was like, I don't know, I just sort of took a glimpse at her and just sort of noticed her and kept running. And they had stopped. It was a nan and this tiny little kid. He would have been like 2. And he was on like this little
that's
bike,
small.
right? This little trolley bike that he was pushing.
Yep.
And I was running and sort of like said g'day to her. And she didn't really, she sort of acknowledged me, but there was more to it. Like it wasn't like, hey, how you going? It was like,
Hey, help!
yeah, it was like she was
Just
being,
found this boy.
it was like she was being held hostage or something. And so she looked at me, like caught eye contact with me as I was running past. And I was like, yeah, yeah. And then she gave me this look that made me stop. Like it was like, oh, hang on, something's a bit urgent here, whatever's happening.
Her sciatica was
Yeah.
And she looked at
She
me.
had soiled her pants.
What's she done?
I need to go get a diaper from my car.
So I'm running. She's looked at me and then sort of like done the hand up, like stop sort
High
of thing.
five.
I just slapped her.
High five, you could have broken her arm.
So I've sort of
she would've
paused,
showed.
and then as like I've gone to stop, and she's asked me to stop. She's looked down at the small kid.
yeah, you need him in the face.
No, and the kid's sitting there and he's waving at me like he just wanted to receive some form of like acknowledge. Like he stopped dead in his tracks, and he just sat there waving, and he just wanted me to acknowledge. And the nan's obviously realised that he's waving at me, but I haven't looked at the kid once until I've been stopped.
Because
And
you're
then-
not allowed.
no, but then I stopped, and he was actually wearing a really cool hat, and I said, "Love your hat, little dude."
I'll take that.
And he and he just smiled and said, "Thank you," and just like then started pushing his little bike
car.
again.
Wow.
So I'm just having some really good little.
This 2-year-old was the most developed 2-year-old.
Yeah.
He knew how to wave,
Yeah.
say thank you, and acknowledge a compliment.
He was on a motorbike.
We've got
He was dinking his nan. on
We've
the
got the
front.
new Einstein where Jake was.
Anyway, he was an absolute star. So there's a few people in my community at the moment who are they're just lovely people, and they brighten your day without necessarily doing anything grand in order to do so.
Nice.
go.
I like it.
That's
There you
That
go.
was good. That was good. Better than the cashier story.
Yeah.
Because you guys know.
Let's
I was thinking, yeah, it's pretty easy to get 5 heroes in a row, and this is what you bring.
The cashier guy, no. We was chatting about
nice.
the pies. He was like, man, love the pies. And then we just chatted about the
Yeah.
pies, chatting about the ins and outs. And then he goes, I said, I'm just a bit nervous about how frequently we're resting everyone. And he goes, mate, it doesn't matter. We've made finals. That's all that matters. September
No,
games.
it's that mindset that's going to fuck us over. in the end.
It does appear to be. Anyway, that's our Everyday Heroes for
Yeah,
this
it was
week.
good. The whole neighborhood really gets it.
Yeah.
The Neighbourhood. Yeah,
Wow.
this
And
week's
the
Everyday Heroes.
IGA
going
guys. Or
to lead to the neighbourhood. We don't mention the Neighbourhood by name, but it's going on the Neighbourhood.
Nice.
Good stuff, Neighbourhood. Alrighty, boys, that just about brings us to the end of another episode of the MacPack podcast. Went away to New Zealand probably a month ago.
Yeah, I remember.
I thought you would probably be, before we finish up, just to throw one out there to the people, see if they can assist us. You've assisted people in the past. We still get inundated on TikTok and on YouTube with people coming to the comment section about the Snapchat streaks.
Yeah. We talked about how you can get your Snapchat streak back without having to pay for it
Yeah, which
via the Snapchat help website.
seems to be knowledge that no one was really aware of. You brought it to the people, and they have been thanking you quite literally every day since, because we still get notifications. I was getting notification this morning about someone being like, thank you so much, it does work. And I was just like, this video's 3.5 years old. It's like,
1 year. I think
Okay.
1 year almost, exactly.
it felt longer. So when we were over there,
Yeah.
Taylor was, I'm not a Snapchat guy. Just don't really, I'm 28. That's probably why. But Taylor's friends and stuff are still on Snapchat, and they all chat to each other. And her boyfriend's on there as well. So
Yeah.
it's gotta-
They've got a big streak, one of the biggest on the app.
And so what she was doing was taking photos and videos and stuff of the trip on Snapchat and sending them to me. And more or less the plan was I was going to leave them there.
Yeah.
And then after a period of time, watch
them
them.
all back.
Do you know what I mean?
Unlock the memories.
And then it dawned on me literally while we were getting dinner tonight, I went on Snapchat because you'd sent through a photo,
yeah.
and the whole list of ones that she had sent me have disappeared.
Yes, they only last a certain amount of time.
That's news to me.
Oh,
Had no
what?
idea.
Yeah, like all Snapchat messages, they disappear after a while.
Wait, so even if you send like a video or a photo, do you know how long it takes to disappear?
Not sure exactly, but I did know that this was a thing.
And are you aware of how I can get them back? Or if I can get them back the same way as we got the streak back? I only let them back for 1 day.
So they're gone forever.
Well, yeah, it appears so. And like I was
would
quite
maybe
looking.
contact them.
I was quite looking forward to watching them just for but I didn't think I would need to do it within a 30-day window. I thought I could do this whenever I wanted. Apparently not. And there was no warning. It was just
Yeah, well, if it fucking mattered, you would have watched the video. It's what they're thinking.
yeah.
If you have ignored someone for that long.
Here we go. A group snap, if you send a photo or video to a group and someone doesn't open it, in 24 hours it disappears. But if it's one-on-one, you got 30 days.
That would have been great to know about 10 days ago.
That is crazy. So Snapchat deletes your photos and videos if you don't open them in time. That's nuts.
And did it
robbery, I
did it
reckon.
mention if there's a way to get that back?
Let's find out.
Because I don't need a file. I would just screen record some and then I can be done with it.
Yeah, I guess they don't want their cloud storage to be clogged up.
Yeah, I guess.
But they might still have a backup. I would ask them.
Well, the rumor is that Snapchat own they still have every photo that was ever sent on
Yeah,
the
that's
app.
what I'm thinking.
Surely not, though.
Yeah,
That's a
they'd
lot
have
of
some-
storage.
Yeah, and a lot of
Here we go.
well, just most Snapchats is just someone's face and the most boring sentence you've ever said. Quick, save it.
Anyway, maybe I'll do a bit of a deep dive during the week. See if this time next week I can bring you guys a bit of an update.
Good
regarding
luck.
that.
That would be good to find out how you can get it back because that is criminal. It's taken away memories.
Yeah, it's huge. My watch is going ballistic. Oh, it's
Oh,
sending
you got Snapchat.
Snapchats. Maybe she's found out how to do it while we're talking about it. Who knows? Boys, it has been an absolute pleasure fest. Until we do this time next week, stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to.
Go give your mum a hug.
It's ciao for now, but not forever.